Good evening, my generals, commanders, and admirals. Welcome back to Total War Wednesday, and welcome back to Empire Total War, the Swedish campaign. Well, the last time we left off, we started doing 10 turns for this new campaign. And right off the bat, Russia and Denmark decided to declare war, or it was vice versa. In retaliation, we took Christina, Norway, and now we are rebuilding its infrastructure, and we are garrisoning. And also in retaliation, we decided to raid the Danish and Russian sea trading ports. And also, we sent an army down from Stockholm all the way down to Copenhagen, Denmark. And we are sieging Copenhagen at the moment. And to the east, in St. Peter's, Ingria, we're building an army in defense for the east against the Russians. But we're going to be doing 5 turns for this installment for Total War Wednesday, the Swedish campaign. We're going to be going from turn 10 to turn 15, with it being the work week and the holiday week. So let us end our turn and continue with turn 11 for the Swedish campaign for Total War Wednesday.
Fiendeflotta, ahoy!
And it looks like Denmark is deciding to break out of Copenhagen. And we shall meet them on the field. Let's begin our deployment. Set our artillery in the middle. Three on the left, 3 on the left, right. And our cavalry in the rear. Let's end our deployment and begin the battle. wait till the infantry gets in a little bit more in the range and in the open. We'll have our left wing battery open up on the left. They are in range. And fire at will after your first volley.
Befälhavare! Ge fyr!
Nice shot. Chase the cavalry. Right wing battery, focus on this unit here. We'll drive that unit off the field, make sure they don't come back. Hit him from the rear. The general bodyguard's right here though. Take out the command structure. Enemy general is fallen. engage that first regiment militia. Chase down those pikemen. Fortified cavalry on the left broke. Still have our cavalry on the right. Trace down these militia. And we have a victory. We will not be continuing the battle, but we shall end the battle. And we have a heroic victory. And with the victory at Copenhagen. Unfortunately, with this turn, return 11, we've had a worker strike in Norway. Population killed, 1,339. Buildings damaged, the governor's residence. But on some good news, Lars has successfully completed his mission and still has not been detected. And Arvast has successfully completed his mission and has not been detected in his mission either. And we have a recruitment report. Out of Ingria, we have 2 units of demi-cannons. But we'll begin here in Christina, Norway. And we'll repair the governor's residence.
Inväntar order.
We'll keep our navy here, blockading the shipping lanes. We'll continue to siege Copenhagen. We'll hold everywhere else till our economy gets back up to a little bit more pre-war, but we'll hold here in St. Petersburg. And we're currently researching for field crop rotations. But with that, we'll end our turn and go to turn 12. And to start off turn 12 here, we have some good news. Lars has successfully completed his missions and still has not been detected. And I forgot where Lars is at. Let's go find out where Lars is located. Ah, in Moscow. We'll see what's going on in Moscow. Looks like they're building improved settlement fortifications. They have an ordnance factory, an admiralty, a royal observatory, a royal palace, and a barracks. They have nothing in recruitment at the moment. They have cobbled roads for infrastructure. Sersky militia, Kalmucks, Cossack infantry, line infantry, and a demi-cannon for a garrison with an army outside. We're gonna have Lars do some sabotage while he's in Moscow. And it looks like our best bet here is the observatory. We have a 69% chance of success. We're gonna try it. And Lars was successful. And unfortunately, our agent in Copenhagen was discovered and executed. We have a trait gained. For Habel Benezir, no sense of shame, +1 happiness and nobility. Convention and morality do not trouble this man, except when it comes to spelling them. With little to occupy this man, it is no wonder that his thoughts have become unsavory. Time he spent profitably away from the pleasures of the flesh would do much to change this man's character. And we have a construction report, and also some good news. We have a logging camp out of Orkdale Forest, Norway. We have a royal observatory out of Stockholm, Sweden. Tentative farms out of Vera Farmland, Sweden. Local fishery out of Umeå, Sweden. Tentative farms out of Vidsmi Farmland, Estonia, Slovenia. Tentative farmlands out of Nazia Farmland, Ingria. And we'll continue the blockade, the shipping lanes, and continue the siege here at Copenhagen. With Norway pretty much content now, we're gonna gather the army.
Flottan redo.
We're gonna move one ship here.
Order mottagna. Skeppsorder.
We're gonna board the ships.
Ni ber om för mycket. Redo? Inväntar order.
Skeppsorder mottagna.
Befälhavare. Vidare order.
Population is too happy with us, so we're gonna raise a unit of militia.
Inväntar order.
We'll grab our ship with our troops on board and we'll sail here.
För segel. Avvaktar vidare order.
And of course, we'll continue our siege on Copenhagen. And we'll continue to hold here in Stockholm, Abo, Riga, Estonia, and Livonia, and St. Petersburg. And we'll end our turn and go to turn 13. And Danish forces are attempting to break out at Copenhagen. And it's a paltry force compared to ours, so we'll all to resolve.
Seger!
And we have a victory, of course.
Förbered mannarna för strid!
And with turn 13, we have a construction report. We have cobbled roads out of Abo, Finland. And unfortunately, we have a workers' strike again in Norway. And we have a workers' strike in Denmark. Unfortunately, Lars has successfully completed his mission and still has not been detected. And for turn 13, we have a region captured. Denmark. And we have a trait gain for Sten Esrom, Stallholder. +1 to happiness to middle class, +1 to management for treasury administration. Realizing the potential of his country's goods and resources is a road to wealth and prosperity for all. This man has developed his nation's trades network. This character trait can't be lost, only improved. And we have a unit researched, or I should say recruited out of Norway, militia. And we'll begin up here in the northeast, and we'll hold here in Riga, Estonia, and Livonia. We'll hold in St. Petersburg, Ingria, and Abo, Finland. With us capturing Copenhagen, we're going to repair the government chambers and the Royal Observatory. Along with the barracks and ordnance factory. Can't do much really of infrastructure. But we'll resupply and retrain the army as best we can. We'll do that for right now. And our trading floor here will repair as well. And we'll move the majority of our navy back here to Malmo.
Lägg om kursen! Skeppsorder!
And we'll keep our one ship here to keep the trading port harassed.
Order!
Well, we'll grab our ship here with the army on board. And we'll sail here.
Ja, kapten! Avvaktar vidare order!
And with that, we'll check our research and technology. And we got 7 turns left, not bad. And we'll end our turn. And for turn 14, unfortunately, we've had a workers' riot in Norway. Population killed 1,293, buildings damaged, the governor's residence. I think we'll lower the taxes or make Norway tax exempt for the time being. And unfortunately, workers' riot in Denmark as well. Population killed 1,336, buildings damaged, a school. And I think we'll do the same in Denmark as well. Either lower the tax rate for the classes or make them exempt for the time being until the population becomes more stable. But luckily, some good news. Lars has not been detected yet in this mission in Moscow. We've had a trait gained for Lars, a good listener. +1 to subterfuge for infiltration missions. This man has a talent for listening to local gossip, picking out of the nuggets of golden truth in this process. A short time spent settling down has given this man his contacts. This local knowledge will be lost if the spy moves. So we'll have to keep Lars in Moscow for as long as possible. Unfortunately, Carl Gustav has died of natural causes. Our beloved general. And we have a world event. Terracotta and Fugue in D minor. Staying in a town of Anstrat, Tungarenia, noted origin player Johann Sebastian Bach has produced something of a minor classic in his Terracotta and Fugue in D minor. Recently, Bach has been enthralled to the origin master Dietrich Duxred, eventually walking the 250 miles to Lübeck in order to visit him at his home. Ruck had been an enormous influence on Bach's style of composition, and the young composer stayed several months longer than intended in order to pick up as much as possible from the old master. And we'll begin here with our ship, with our army. And we'll sail here.
Lägg om kursen! Minska segel!
And you might as well have guessed, this army and ship are headed for Karelia. You would think Archangel. We're coming for Karelia. I wonder if the Russians thought I was going to Iceland. But no, I am coming up for the northern area. We keep our ship here. Actually, we're going to move this ship.
Captain!
We're going to sail for Iceland and see if they have a port up there to blockade them. Because Iceland is the only territory that Denmark really has left till they are vanquished. And I don't want them having a navy yet.
Skeppsorder mottagna!
But we'll grab our brig here. And we'll sail here.
Medlemmer på däck! Rättsorder!
Celebrate their trading port. Here in Copenhagen. We're going to lower the taxes. Actually, we're going to keep the taxes how they are. But we're going to exempt Copenhagen for the moment. And Norway will exempt for the time being. Finland's in the yellow. That's unfortunate for the time being, but that's all we can do. But I guess what we can do is lower the tax rate just a little bit. And we'll end our turn. Norway. There's another unit militia. Now we'll end our turn. And the Ottoman Empire requests an audience. They demand a trade agreement, and they demand improved animal husbandry. But they offer a trade agreement. We shall accept. And the Barbary States are requesting an audience now. They demand a $3,900 payment and a peace treaty. And they offer a peace treaty. Well, like always, we don't negotiate with pirates. Or terrorists, for that matter. So we're going to refuse their offer. And for turn 15, our final turn for Total War Wednesday, Empire Total War in the Swedish campaign for this week. We have some good news here. We have Ancient recruited. A gentleman, Jonas Alsamarama. And Lars still has not been detected in Moscow. here in Christina, Norway. We're going to repair the governor's residence.
Inväntar order.
We'll grab our ship with our army on board. I almost said navy. And we'll sail here.
För segel. Ankra.
We'll come back down to Copenhagen. And continue to replenish the army. We'll grab our gentleman and move him to this college.
Ja. En lärdomens och kulturens högborg.
Or we just reduced our research to 4. There's our school. And we'll repair that as well. Actually, no, that would put us almost in the black for debt. We don't want to do that quite yet. So we'll end it here, my dear generals and commanders. Well, we took Copenhagen, Denmark. And pretty much knocked the Danes out of the campaign, since they only own Iceland. Here's right here. And it looks like they do have a port, so we'll send our navy up that way. And let's do that now.
Hissa segel. Avvaktar vidare order. Kapten.
And we'll sail here.
Aj, aj, kapten. Mål för över.
And with the coast of Iceland in our sights. And the port here up in Iceland. We shall blockade. And we might have to send a few companies to take Iceland. I don't think they'll be heavily garrisoned. Then Denmark will be knocked off. And we'll continue our invasion up here in the north against Russia. And I've kind of changed my mind a little bit. We will take Archangel as our first objective. And push on to Karelia. Oh, we might just skip Archangel and go straight for Karelia. Just depends on my mood for that day. Well, that ends it for tonight. Generals, commanders, and admirals. Join me later as I, Michael Holmes, continue with my first day at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And we'll see what happens on my first day of school. Join me next week for Wednesday as we continue with the Hogwarts experience and as we continue with the American experience as I lead the new founded United States in its quest on the world stage. And join me tomorrow for 2 episodes of Mafia for a Christmas special. Well, I'll see you guys next Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Keep your uniforms clean, your muskets in good order, and your flags flying high. I'll see you all next time.